Hello everyone and welcome you all to another chapter of photo editing with Photoshop, Illustrator and Canva Lightroom tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 14 where I'll be showing you guys about the double exposure effect over here in Canva. Okay, so we'll be learning about that, how you'll be able to create a double exposure effect over here in Canva. So let's not waste time and let's get started. So over here, as you guys can see, now I'm here in the home page of Canva. So the first thing what I'm going to do right over here is I am going to customize a size of a new design. Okay, so I will come here, I will click on custom size and I will use this 1080 into 1080 pixel size. Okay, so I will just custom this basic size right from here. And as you guys can see, it is basically over here on my screen. So I do have this particular workspace, and now if I do want to upload any photo in which I am going to work on, so for that what I can do is I can basically come right over here. Okay, let's come to this elements option from here. Otherwise, let's go to uploads. Let's upload some images. Let's come here, let's select this one and this one as well, and I will just open both of this up. Okay, so over here what I'm going to do is I am going to give this one over here in the center. Okay, so I will just wait for it to get uploaded, and now I will basically bring this image right over here. Okay, if you do want to increase the size, let's click on shift, and you guys can come here and you guys can basically increase the size of the image. So let's come here, let's place it quite like this. If you do want to decrease the size from the sides, you guys can come here and you guys will be able to decrease the size from the sides as well. So I will just decrease it from here on top as well. And now as I do have this particular image, now what I'm going to do is I am going to go into my elements option now. And from here, I will search for gradients. Okay, so I will just come here and let's search for gradients, and let's click on enter right over here, and I will come here under the graphics option. Okay, so from here basically I need to take different graphics which I want to take over here. So let's come here, let's take this one. Okay, so let's come here and let's basically take this one, and now what I'm going to do is I am going to give this thing up a rotation. Okay, so I will just come here, I will give this up a 90-degree rotation. Let's come here over here in the center. Okay, and I will basically place it right over here. If you do want to decrease the size, you guys can come here and you guys can basically decrease the size from here. Okay, so if you do want to increase the size from here on top, so come here, click on to this option right over here, and now let's click on alt, and now you guys can basically just duplicate it. Okay, so you guys can come here and you guys can just duplicate this one, and again what you guys can do, you guys can just duplicate over it again and again. You guys can come here, and from here if you do want to increase, so let's come here, let's give it a white. Okay, so let's come here, and also over here I will do the same. So I will just click on alt and I will just place it right over here on top. Otherwise I will just click here on duplicate, and I can just put up this particular layer just on top of this one. Okay, so I can come here, click on duplicate, and over here how it actually looks, as you guys can see. So I will just come here, I will place it right over here back again. And yeah, now what I'll do is I will come here, and from here I will just save this photo down. Okay, so I will come here, and from here let's go to share option, and from share now what I'm going to do is I am going to go to download. So now from download I will come here, and from here I will just try to select this transparent background, and now let's click on download over here. Okay, so this image will basically get downloaded. So now let's go to my desktop file. Let's go to this particular file, and from here now I will just name this one as first. Okay, so I will just name this one as first image, and I will save it. So now once I have saved this image down, what I'll do is I will come down right over here. And from here, now again, I will just go to uploads option. And from here, I will take this particular image. Okay, so I will come here. If you do want to increase the size, you guys can come here and you guys can basically increase the size from here. And now let's do the same thing with this one as well. Now let's go to elements again. And from here, I will take this particular gradient. And now if you want me to give this thing up a rotation, I will come here, give this thing up a rotation, and let's just increase the size. Okay, so let's come here. Let's just give this up a rotation. So now let's place it right over here. Let's just increase the size. And again, what you guys can do is you guys can just click on Alt and you guys can just basically bring all of this thing here in one side as well. So now let's give this one up a rotation. Okay, so let's come here. Let's give this thing up a rotation. Let's just move it right over here. Okay, so I will just move this thing right over here. And again, I will just click on duplicate and I will just place it over here on top. And I will just keep doing this over here. So I will just come here. Let's just place it right over here on top. Let's come here. Let's just place it over here on top as well. And now let's click on duplicate again. And I will just duplicate here as well. And the same way, what you guys can do is you guys can come here and just duplicate this one. So I'll just come here. I will just duplicate this one right over here. Okay, so I will just duplicate this part as well. And now again, what I'm going to do is I am going to come here and from here on top, I want to give this thing up a rotation as well. So let's come here. Let's click on to this duplicate option. And now let's give this thing up a rotation. Okay, so let's come here. Let's give this thing up a rotation quite like this. Let's place it over here on top. And now again, let's give this up a slanting rotation. So let's come over here. Okay, so let's come over here. And again, I will just click on Alt. And from here, if you do want me to give this thing up a rotation, let's come here. And from here, now I will just place it quite like this. Let's click on Alt and I have duplicated this one. And again, I will just give this thing up a rotation onto this side as well. Okay, so you guys can come here and now you guys can just duplicate this layer. Okay, so come here, just place it over here on top, click on duplicate and over here you guys can just place it. The same way, come here and just keep on copying this thing up. So you guys can come here and maybe you guys can just put only this part now over here. So if you do want to crop the image, you guys can come here and basically you guys will be able to crop the whole image itself. Okay, so if you want to select all of it and from here, if you do want to group it, you guys can come here and you guys can group it as well. Okay, and now once you have selected this one, you guys can come here and you guys can work on with the position as well. So I will just come here and I will just ungroup all of this again. And now I will just save this one as a PNG. Okay, so I will come here and from here, what I'll do is I will just go to the share option. Okay, so I will come here and from here, now I will just go to the share option. And from here, I will just click on download. And after that, I will come here and I just want only the second page. So I'll just unmark all of this. And again, I'll select page 2. And now I will just click on download. So this file will also get downloaded right now. Okay, so now let's download those files. Okay, so I will just save this one as second image and I will just save it up right over here. And again, what I'm going to do is I am going to add up a new page. Okay, so once I have added up a new page right over here, now what I'll do is I will come here into the uploads option. And from here, I will go to upload files. And from here, let's take this image and also this image together. And let's open all these things up. Okay, so I will come here and let's just open both of this image up right over here. And let's say what I will do is if I come here and if I just place this thing quite like this. And now what I'll do is I'll just take out this particular image. And now if I do want to increase the size. Okay, so let's say I will just increase the size quite like this from here. Okay, let's come here and let's place it quite like this. And now I will just right click, go to layer, and now I will just click send to back. Okay, so if I just click here send to back, you guys can see now I do have this particular image just behind. Okay, so I will come here, and if you do want me to change the opacity of my image, I will come here and let's go to this option called the transparency. And from here, you guys can see I will get a image quite like this. So you guys can come here and you guys can just decrease the transparency of the image over here on top, and let's try to place it somewhere it basically looks good. So I will just come here and I will just select this particular sweet spot where I want to actually view both of this. So I will just come here and now let's go somewhere around 70. And now from here, let's go to share. And from here, I will just click on download. And right now, I only want the page number 3. Okay, so I will come here and I will just download only the page number 3. So over here, you guys can see this one is basically getting downloaded now. Let's go to desktop. And from here, I will just go to the resource file and I will name this one as third image. And I will just click on save. And over here, I do have uploaded this particular image as well. Now let's go here into the uploads option. Let's click on upload files and I will just upload this third image over here. So I will just open this particular image up right over here. And now I will just click here to add up a new page. And now let's click on this particular image. Let's increase the size of the image from here. And now what you're going to do is you're going to go to edit photo. And once you're here, you guys can just go to adjust and make sure that you're selecting the whole image. Okay, so you guys can come here and you guys can basically decrease the brightness. And from here, you guys can just increase the contrast of my image. Okay, so you guys can come here and over here, you guys can just increase the contrast over here and decrease the brightness. And over here, if you want to work on with the highlights, if you do want to work on with the shadows, you guys can come here and you guys can just place it right over here. If you do want to go on to the whites, you guys can come here and let's say I will just go more to the vibrance. And also if you do want to increase the saturation, you guys can come here and you guys can actually increase the saturation from here itself. Okay, so this is how it actually looks right now. So now from here again, I will just duplicate this layer. Okay, so I will come here. Let's just duplicate this layer from here as well. Let's place it over here on top. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come here and I am going to save this image up. Let's go to download and now I will just download only the 4th page. So now let's come here. Let's go to the 4th page and let's click on done and I will just download this thing up. Okay, so this image is getting downloaded and now I will name this one as 4th image. Okay, so I will come here. Let's save this thing up. And now again, I will go to uploads option, and from the uploads option, what I can do is I can come here and from here now I can just add this particular thing up. Okay, so I will come here and let's add another page. Let's take this image from here. Let's just increase the size. Okay, so I will just increase the size of the image. Let's take this image and what I can do is I can just increase the size of this one. From here, let's just increase the size and from here, let's just decrease it from here. And also let's come here and let's decrease it from here as well. Okay, so you guys can just create some effect quite like this. Okay, if you want to edit this photo, you guys can come here and from here, you guys can just go into the adjust panel. And from here, if you do want to increase or decrease the brightness, and let's say if you want to increase the contrast, okay, you guys can come here and increase the contrast as well. And now if you do want to put on some shadows, let's go to elements. And from here, again, what I'll do is I will just give this thing up a rotation quite like this. Let's come right over here somewhere. Okay, so I will just come right over here. let's just decrease the size somewhere from here. Let's come to this particular place. And what I can do is I can come here, and from here, let's say I will just duplicate this layer. Let's click on Alt. And now if I do want to give this one a flip, okay, I will just give this one a horizontal flip, okay, or a vertical flip. So I will come here and I will just give this particular flip right over here. And if you come here and let's say if you just want to take over here on top as well, let's go to this first layer. Let's click on duplicate. And now I will just place this one right over here. And what I can do is I can just decrease the transparency. Okay, so I will come here and I will just decrease the transparency to quite a bit over here. Okay, so I will just decrease the size from here on top. Okay, so I will come here and let's just decrease the size from here on top as well. Okay, so I will come here. Let's just decrease the size from here. So you guys can just keep it like this. Otherwise, if you do want to go back again all the way up, you guys can come here and you guys can just go all the way up as well. So now I will just select this one and let's just delete this thing. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys have understood that how you will be able to create a double exposure effect over here, as you guys can see, and over here as well, you guys can see this image. So you guys can come here. If you do want to duplicate it, you guys can come here and click on to duplicate option. You guys can just duplicate this whole thing. Otherwise, let's come here and individually, if you do want to duplicate, you guys can come here and basically duplicate from here itself. So yeah, I hope you guys have understood this class on how you will be able to create a double exposure effect in Canva. So yeah, I hope to see you all in the next chapter where we'll be learning more about Canva itself. So see you all in the next chapter. Till then, take care and goodbye everyone.